Good morning everyone, welcome back to my allotment diaries. My name is Emma, these are my allotment diaries. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel if you are new, and all the links that you need are below. So I've come back to the plot today, it's Tuesday, and the day after I filmed the destruction from Storm Eunice I think. We had another storm, Storm Franklin, which wasn't as bad as the first one, but because everything had already kind of been blown over and was structurally unsound, it obviously caused some more damage. Everyone around here just seems to have, a lot of people have come over the weekend and cleared a little bit and made it safe so you can kind of get to your plots now, but everything just looks a little bit in disrepair, and oh, it's just sad, isn't it? I did, when I was leaving the plot on Saturday, there were a group of allotmenters all chatting about the damage and stuff, and everyone was laughing, everyone was in quite good spirits, and I think that's the thing that I really love about allotment plots, and what's really drawn me to the community of Grow Your Own in general. It's just everyone's upbeat, positive attitude. I think when you're a gardener, and especially when you have an allotment plot and you grow your own fruit and veg, you're kind of used to failure, and you're used to things being completely wiped out by blight or dug up by a fox, or like you put a whole row of carrots in and none of them come up. So you're kind of used to that sort of failure, and you laugh it off and you learn to laugh it off. And I think a lot of people around here, they're just very optimistic and positive, and that's just why I love it here so much. But at the same time I can talk because my plot has been largely unaffected except for the roof of my shed, which I plan on fixing today. The felt's come off, so it's not good. Don't actually have a ladder because Dave stole it from me, so I've got a chair, that's about it. But I need to get up there and put something over that, because all that's going to happen is, because the wood is now exposed, the rainwater is just going to make it damper and damper, and it's going to get rotten and just awful, so I need to fix it. I know what you're all thinking. Emma, don't tell us that you're going to fix your roof of your shed with a broken ground sheet. Yes I am, as CEO of the plot. It's my executive decision, and that's what I'm going to do, because I haven't brought any felt yet and I'm worried about the rain coming, and I just think something up there is better than nothing. So I'm going to temporarily put some ground sheet up there. I know it's not a great idea. Where's my staple gun? There it is, the staple gun. I'm going to staple gun it because that's the only thing I know how to do. I've said it 100 times. If you have got an allotment plot, a garden, a house, or a life in general, get yourself a staple gun, because they will just be the best investment you ever make. They're incredible. Just don't staple your hand or anything. Hurts. I don't know what you can see there, but this is what I can see. Not the neatest job in the world, but I think you'll agree it does something. Like I said, the very least it will do is just stop the rain from seeping down into my the wood and getting rotten, because if the roof goes and gets rotted, I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to get a whole new roof, which would be really annoying. So seeing as the storm didn't blow it away, I thought the least I could do is try and protect it a bit. Job done anyway. There we go. What are we thinking about these onions and garlics then, guys? Because the wind has pummeled them quite a bit. However, there are like new leaves coming through and new shoots, so I sort of think they might be able to repair themselves. You can see like this one, for example, has been completely like obliterated in the storms, but he's got a new little shoot coming through there. So I think, you know, I think they can sort of fix themselves. They must be used to storms. If they're used to being sown in the autumn time, they must be used to some kind of bad weather and be able to repair themselves. Like, that's really good. And in these ones, look, they're just starting to come up now. It's amazing. I think they'll be alright. I think I just get panicky when I see like leaves snap and stuff, but leaf snapping is not the worst thing that can happen to a plant. The worst thing that can happen to a plant is that it ends up in my allotment plot. No, the worst thing that can happen is it gets diseased or something, and then you really know about it because it all goes brown and yellow and dies. This is the other garlic that I've got growing, and this again, this has survived the storms. I mean, not just survived, but absolutely thriving. It's doing absolutely fantastically, this garlic. I'm so excited to harvest this. They look fantastic. I wish I'd had more bulbs, actually, more cloves, whatever they're called, to plant, because I'd like to have had more of it. But it's looking so fantastic. I think I'm learning that plants don't have to look perfect in order to be fine, and when you're growing in an allotment plot, you're not growing to sell, you're growing for yourself. So if you end up with a bit of wonky veg or stuff that doesn't look quite right but it still tastes good, then it's a complete success because you've grown something amazing from seed that you can eat. So I am learning slowly. I know people get frustrated with me still when I like rip up all the strawberries or something, but I am just doing my best, and I'm just doing what I think is right for the plot, and I think that's all you can do really. Just do your best. Right, oh god, I'm off home now to repot my chilies and peppers. So I'm growing chilies and peppers right now on my windowsill. I'm also growing some snapdragons, but they're not ready to pot on yet. And I'm going to start my tomatoes now. However, I'm not going to put my polytunnel up until the last minute. I've made an executive decision because I was looking back at these vlogs, and we had like a freak storm in like the end of March last year or the year before or something, and you can see it's still quite windy now, so the last thing I want is that polytunnel flying away. I'll start all the stuff that's going to go in it soon, like tomatoes, and my peppers are going, and I think I'm going to do aubergines, something like that. And a couple of other things, but I'll start the seeds now, but the polytunnel will go up at the last minute when they're ready to go out, probably in April, and that's my plan, because I really don't want it to fly away. So right now I'm going to go home, I'm going to repot some stuff, so I'll show you how I do that. Let's do it. So we're back home, and I'm going to start potting on some of my peppers. Now, the last time I spoke about my peppers, I actually referred to all of them as peppers and said I don't like chilies, and a lot of you pointed out that some of these that I've sown are actually chilies. I didn't know that. I like all the ones that I've sown, I actually eat and I like, so whether they're a chili or a pepper, doesn't really matter, I like to eat them, and that's the important thing, you like to eat what you grow. So let's pot them on. So they are all just basically chilling on my windowsill. They've all germinated really well. Well, some of them have. I mean, the sweet Amy's have done good, and the sweet coloured peppers have done really good. The only one that struggled is the cayenne. On both of the pots, these are both cayenne pots, and you can see they've just not done very well. So I'm going to leave them to do their thing a bit longer. And then you can see all the other ones have come up, so it's time to pot them on. Right, I'm going to try and show you this as best I can. And I will start with, so these are my pots they're going to go into. I'm going to start with this one, which is my jalapenos. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to put them on. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to get a new pot here. I hope you can see all this okay. We're going to get a new pot. I'm going to just make a hole in the pot. There we go. A little bit of you know what for you today. Right, and then let's move on from that. Not sure what that comment was. Right, I use a, believe it or not, a cocktail stick, because it's nice and thin. It's very thin and easy just to get under the roots without actually killing the plant. So I've chosen my victim, and he is a victim, let's be honest. So my victim is going to be you. So I'm just going to sort of move the soil around him so that he becomes loose from the soil. Oh, there he goes, like that. Oh God. And I'm going to hold him by his leaf, never the stem, because if you snap the stem it's game over, guys. If you snap a leaf it's alright. Not alright, I mean better than not, you know, better than the stem, that's what I'm trying to say. Happy in his home. But mate, you've got to come up. Sometimes you've got to egg them on a bit because they don't want to leave. They don't want to blooming leave, do they? They like it where they are. What I will say is do take your time. Do take your time with it. Don't rush it. There's no point rushing because all that's going to happen is you're going to snap it all and the plant's going to be dead. Come on, mate, we ain't got all day. There's an audience waiting here. Will you hurry up? Just, where is he? Get your butt up. Where are ya? Hey, what are you doing? Jabby, 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 jab around, and out he comes. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Look at the size of the roots. The size of the roots. I don't think any of us were expecting that. And then we simply drop him back into his new home. There you go. Alright. You're alright. Just be nice to it so it doesn't die. There he is. And that is how I'm going to pot on all of my peppers and chilies. It is a fiddly, horrible job, and if you do kill some, whatever. I mean, I do it all the time. That's why it's important to over-sow. So if you want to grow one pumpkin plant, don't just put one seed in the ground. You know, you've got to hedge your bets a bit. You've got to put 5 or 6 seeds down and then choose the strongest one. When you pot it on, you'll probably kill one, another one will die, another one you'll forget to water, the other one will just die for no reason whatsoever. You know, so you've got to over-sow, basically. And I hope that helps. I hope that's of interest to you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the vlog today, and I will see you next time. See you on Friday. Have a nice rest of the week. Bye.